Yo, it's Sway.
Sway.
Sway. Sway.
Sway.
Sway.
Sway.
In the morning.
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 Only on Shade 45.
Wake your fuck ass up.
Yeah. Bitches.
But ladies and gentlemen, when I first really had a chance to talk with him, it was at a telethon to raise money for Haiti that George Clooney put together along with MTV. And every A-lister in Hollywood selfishly showed up and lent their time and their energy and their devotion to help people in need. And he was right there in the hallway shooting dice. Jeremy Piven, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, he's here. He's here.
Yes.
What's up,
I
bro?
won a lot of money that night.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
man.
good.
He took food out of the Haitian's mouth.
That's right.
But he was right
Oh,
there, man.
what a terrible thing to say.
I'm joking, man. How you doing,
Good to
brother?
see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you for that intro, man.
Oh, man, yeah,
I want
man.
that to be like my ringtone or something.
Well, you know what we could do is send you the audio, and it can actually be your ringtone.
That would be
man.
amazing.
Wow, man.
Fantastic.
You got the beard and the mustache
Yes.
going, man.
I'm shooting this new series that I'm doing, Mr. Selfridge, that we shoot in London.
Yes.
It's going to be on PBS Masterpiece Theater. You know, Sunday night at 9:00. That's what we're doing, and it's something completely different that I'm loving right now, and it's been blowing up in the UK.
It's like a timepiece. Like it's set in what time period?
It starts in 1909, and he's a dude who comes from Chicago, a real guy, Mr. Selfridge, and he basically started the store Marshall Fields, which is a really great store, and he was a dude who came up with the saying, "The customer's always right." So he treated customers like guests, and they didn't really had that type of service over there in the UK. So he just blew the whole thing up. He basically invented the department store, and at night he was kind of a gangster. I'm not going to lie to you.
Wow, really?
Yes, he loved his wife and his family, but at night he would go and gamble, and he had a love of the ladies, let's say. So there's a lot of dualities with this character. So I had a blast playing him.
You play it's PBS.
Yes.
And
So I'm going to get some respect finally.
yeah, right.
Some street cred. It's like telling a Jewish mother that you become a doctor. It's like, finally, you made it.
Yeah, right. Like that's the big leagues.
Yes.
If you're looking for roles with integrity and kind of get that critical acclaim, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Is that why you did it, or was it just a character?
No, simply for the respect. I needed the respect. It's really just all about the role and the piece, and I read it and I thought, my God, how did I not know about this dude? And I just was so fascinated. When you do American TV, they'll give you the pilot, and then the rest is the great unknown. Yeah. Like when I read the Entourage pilot, we had no idea what's going to happen next. With this, they had the thing mapped out for 4 years, and I was digging it. So I thought, my God, how can I not do this? So I went over. We shot the first season, averaged about 8.5 million viewers a week in the UK, which is really rare. And they're really digging it. So we premiere here finally on Sunday night.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
First
you.
and foremost, do you speak in a British accent?
No, my character's from Chicago. I have a Funny or Die video that comes out tomorrow where a little girl plays my niece, and she's busting my balls about that fact. She's like, oh, well, you don't do an accent, so it's just the beard then. Okay, the beard looks awkward, is what she says to me. So yeah, it's the guy is from Chicago. I'm from Chicago. He's so I keep my accent, but he was he's a turn of the century dude who they spoke differently then, and he fancied himself a performer. And then behind closed doors he had his doubts and his fears and all that stuff. But he inspired like all of his co-workers. He led the charge at a time when all the money fell through. He built basically the largest store they've ever seen in London, and all the money fell through, and he just kind of plunged in ahead and didn't look back, and I dig it. I dig it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity too, because I know you get this all the time. People, Ari, you get that all the time.
Yes.
And it sounds like this character is nothing like Ari.
No, he's not. It's interesting because whereas Ari would be very combative and he would rule with an iron fist and through intimidation, this guy was all light and smiles and embraced the high road, kind of like Obama does. Like Obama is unshakable. There are dudes that can yell stuff at him in the middle of a speech, and he just kind of laughs, and you know what I mean. It's just, and I took like he was one of my inspirations because like nothing can shake that dude, and it's the same thing with Mr. Selfridge. Now Ari would scream and lose his mind, and I loved it, but that's not this guy. But this guy also is. It's interesting because Ari, his bark was worse than his bite, and this character I'm playing, his bite is worse than his bark. In other words, you think that he is a proper gentleman, and the reality is he's running around, and he's kind of a pimp at night.
Yeah. At nighttime, he's pimping, right? Yeah, that's just who you are for real, though. You know, so that I'm sure that was easy to play.
Well, no, pimping is easy.
All right.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.